What time is it? It's Sampstra Games time, and we're going to continue in our Nerves of Steel perk perfect guide. Now, in the last episode, we've unlocked the coffee time perk, and this perk is fantastic. It makes every horde 30 seconds late, so that means that the first waves come 30 seconds late. So if you have 3 extractors upgraded to the highest level, it's each one of them does 7 per second, so it's like times 3, 21 times 30 seconds is 630 building material. But that's not all the reason why it's good. The second reason why it's fantastic is because you have this extra building material and you have more time, so you can upgrade your extractors faster, which is amazing. And then what you can also do is you can research faster. So sometimes you can even have your research done before the first wave comes in. And you can also get your reinforcements much faster. So this perk is one of my favorites, and I use it essentially for every mission up until like perk number 18, where you get something really cool. So then we want to use something else, but until that point, just want to keep using this. Now,
they're already incoming.
Building. Construction complete.
So first thing you want to do is you want to build all the extractors, and then you want to send the people there, as we always do. Upgrade them to the highest level, or as far as you can, really. Okay, then you want to upgrade this one. And then we're going to build a tech center. And only then we're going to start actually building the towers. Because you have this extra time, so you want to use it as much as you can. So we're waiting for the third upgrade. We have 4 crew members, so let's send 3 of them to kind of stand around. The 4th one is your monolith guy, so we're not using him. Then we want to build the tech center. Actually, I might need these guys to move a bit over because I want to build a tech center. When you're going to be building the tech center, what you want to do here is you want to place it in front of the base so that it can stop enemies. If the enemies get too close, you want to use this as a protection for your base. So that's important. So that's why we're doing that. We're going to start researching the machine guns, and then we're going to start building our first rocket as soon as we have enough money for it. So we're going to build it about here. Make sure that it's fairly close to the main way, because we want to make sure that we protect all the enemies. We also need the crew members here. If there is something that this rocket does not have in range, this crew member can kind of help and destroy it. We still have the monolith guy in. The monolith guy should be done about now, so that's fine. And then we can build more stuff. So we want to build another rocket as soon as we can. So we'll build it kind of this way, and we'll send some of our people in there. You want to keep upgrading it. And then again, and then the rest of the people, we'll send them to kind of stand around and help protect. Now, at this point, we're done with this coffee perk. Now, usually, you want to keep the coffee time until the next wave go, but in this particular mission, we're going to get a lot of enemies from this side, and it will take a while because before we get an enemy from the other side, so we want to switch this to the hurry up research from the get-go. Now, at this point, we want to build a machine gun as soon as we finish the research here, somewhat where the guys are right now. And we're going to build it like that, and we want to send some of our guys in it, because it is going to help us again with the stuff. Like, for example, these guys are not in range of the rockets, but they will be in range of the machine guns, so they can help that. And if they come closer, then the tech center is going to protect it. So then we want to start researching lasers, which is fantastic. And we're going to get the lasers soon. We can build another. Actually, we do want to upgrade this, but you need to wait till you don't have that many rough enemies. So for example, now when we only have the walkers, then we want to upgrade it. And then you're going to want to build a laser here as soon as the research is done. We want to build it kind of here so it has both of these lanes in range, which we're going to need later. Okay, we want to start researching a Tesla, and we want to build the laser here. And we want to send one of our guys in it and then upgrade it to the highest level. Good. And then what you need to do next is call for reinforcements. It's going to be pretty important. So make sure that you have 2 rockets, laser, and a machine gun, and some of the guys standing around. And then as soon as you can call for a full load of reinforcements, do that. And you can see they're going to go at the tech center, which is perfectly fine because now the rockets have them in range, so they can actually hit them. So this is something that you do want. We're done with this, so we can... I'm going to keep the tech center until this wave is dead, and then I'm going to sell it because I want to protect my base. So we want to build a Tesla here, and then we want to build... then we want to upgrade this, and we're going to build a laser here. Okay, we're done with these guys, so we can sell this, and instead I'm going to build an arms factory.
Commander,
And then I want to build a Tesla here as soon as I get the stuff for it. So let's send somebody to this. And we want to switch this perk to the refund. And we are actually going to sell this rocket because we do need to focus on building stuff here, like getting that laser. And then you want to send somebody to the laser. And then we would also like an additional rocket somewhere near here. Upgrade that. Good. Okay, we have the Tesla, we have the laser, which is fine for now, but we will need to upgrade this very soon. In the meantime, you want to start getting some other stuff, like you want to get freeze rays and rockets. This will help you immensely. So we're going to start this off with the rocket, but later we will need a laser as well. Sorry, not laser, but a freeze ray. So that's going to help us. And also a riot shield, because that will help you protect your base. Now we're getting more reinforcements, which is fantastic. But the next upgrade is actually... Oh, we can actually build it in here, so let's build a laser. So that when it's going to be fully upgraded, it will have both of the lanes in range, which is very important. We want to make sure that you can also shoot the guys here. The enemies there, I mean. Now, at the beginning, the enemies that are coming from here are this kind of guys with the lightning. The point is there are not many of them at the same time, so it's actually more useful to have a laser than a rocket, because a rocket, it allows you to do a lot of damage, but to multiple enemies. And you don't really have that much of a bunch of enemies at the same time here. We're going to get a freeze ray, and then we want to upgrade this to the highest level. Once we can do it. Now, these lasers, they have both of these things in range, which is perfect. But we will need to build eventually, okay, we want to build a Tesla here, but first I want to upgrade this. So we want to wait till you get 700, then we're going to be upgrading this, and then we want to build a Tesla here on the left. So wait a little bit longer till we have enough, which is now upgraded. And the next focus is going to be a Tesla. And the Tesla build is going to help us to slow down the enemies here, which will help immensely. So you want to build it like up as far to the left as you can, essentially. So wait till you get enough for a Tesla. Just now we want to build it there, send somebody in, and up. We're also going to call for three more people when we can. But first we want to upgrade the Tesla to the highest level. And now the next thing is going to be focusing on getting more people. Actually, I'm thinking this can be upgraded again for 2 more towers. This can be upgraded for 1 more tower. So we just actually need only 1 person. So we don't need that many. So then you want to use your nukes, because you're getting to a point where you're actually going to have a lot of building material and not much of a need for it for towers. Then you want to start getting the nukes and making it a little bit easier for your towers while you can. And the next focus is going to be on this upgrade, because we're already making the nuke. So now you can upgrade this. Just watch out when you're upgrading it for a moment when there are like not too many enemies nearby. For example, that was a good moment what we just did. And I'm going to build a laser here. I really do like lasers, if you have noticed by now. I'm going to place them like this, I'm thinking. Or actually, no, we're going to place it here. So that it, again, has a range on both of these lanes, which is good. And we want to upgrade it to the highest level. And we're probably going to use one of our nukes soon. We have 1 person, we can let him stand around. That's fine. We will want to use our nukes on these guys, but we need to wait till there's like more of them close to each other, so the nukes is used effectively. Like, well, not really now, but no, this is not worth it. We can kill them easily. So while we're waiting, let's get the riot shield. This will help us protect the base in case some enemy does come fairly close. We want to make sure that we can use it to protect our people. We're getting the reinforcements, which means we can upgrade this soon. But first I want to throw a nuke at all of them. And then we want to upgrade this so we can build another tower. And we want to get another nuke as soon as we're going to have the stuff for it. It's going to be important. Wait for the nuke, get the nuke, good. And then here, we could build a rocket or a laser. Laser has the advantage of hitting both sides. Rockets, on the other hand, is better on hitting like a group of enemies. You probably want to use... Actually, do we need to use a freeze ray on them? They're going to hit us, but we have enough to actually repair our stuff. So we're going to let them hit us for the moment. Because I don't want to waste the nuke on it. I think it's going to be fine. We're going to build a laser. Because it can, as usual, it can have a range on everything. So I feel like that's kind of more beneficial now. So we can hit anyone, anywhere. The increased range can hit this and that. We do have the nuke. Let's use it on some of the guys there. And get me another. You have a crew member. Let him stand anywhere. Hit our stuff. You can always use a freeze ray, but it's not necessary just yet. And the riot shield in case you feel like the enemies are getting too tough. You're gonna definitely want to use the nukes on this bunch of enemies there. Let's just check that we do have everything fully upgraded. Yes, good. We have a nuke, so let's throw it at them and call for another. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna use the freeze ray mainly because we can. It's not completely necessary, but why not use it if we can use it? So it's a good idea. So we're gonna use it on them. Let our stuff do a lot of damage. Oh, we can upgrade this to another level, which is great. So then we're gonna build another... We're gonna build a rocket here, actually, because I do want to have additional rocket. So we're gonna build it here, and we're gonna have that one crew member run into this. And we want to upgrade it as soon as we can. We have a nuke, so let's start working on a freeze ray as soon as we're gonna have enough stuff. Which should be about now. Good. And we want to upgrade this again. Okay, perfect. Not a problem. Okay, we're gonna get enemies from here, which is fine. At this point, you could probably sell this extractor, which is actually something that we are going to do here. Because this is the one wave before the last, and instead we're going to build a rocket over here. Let's put it a bit backwards. You still have 2 extractors, so it's still like more than enough. And you can just use this to do a little bit more damage. We have plenty of... I don't like the orbit laser. Instead, I'm going to throw a nuke at all of them. It's always a good idea when there's a lot of them together to use the nuke. Now, this will not kill these like electros completely, but it will remove one bar entirely. So that's going to make it much easier for towers to hit them, especially once these lasers start kicking in and actually shooting them as well. It's going to be especially helpful. You can see that we're doing that easily. Now, we do have some runners on this side, which is a little rough because our towers are not the fastest. But since we do have a rocket and a Tesla, we don't need to worry too much about it. If you are worried, use our freeze ray. At this point, you have so many building materials that you can just use your stuff without too much stress. So let's get another nuke. And for example, we could freeze them right now if we wanted to. I mean, do we even want to bother? I mean, we're not going to do it yet. We've done this here. We should be able to kill them. Between all of our lasers, we don't even need to use the freeze ray. So we're going to keep the freeze ray for ourselves. Now we're done on this side, so we want to slow down the time. So well, actually, you can sell some stuff. But what you will need to do is only... you cannot... Okay, fine. You can sell everything and you can move it. So we're going to do it. Alternatively, you could just try to place a laser kind of up here. But it's easier if you just move it around. You can move it to here. And then you can build like a laser here or something. I don't know, let's build 2 lasers, 3 lasers, and have some people run into it. It's not overly necessary because, for example, we have a freeze ray, so a different thing we can do, we can just use a freeze ray on them all. But you have the building material, you have the opportunity, so why not do it? That's kind of my reasoning. Do it when you can do it. It will take a little while for the people to actually run to it. That's fine. Now you can hear we have a nuke, so we're going to use it. And we can also use the freeze ray if we wanted to, but it's nothing to worry about too much. It's done. So again, you can use the freeze ray, you can use the riot shield if you feel like it, you can use anything you want. You do have the extra stuff for it. We only use the nuke. I like nukes the best because I think they're really cool, so I like to use them the most. But the riot chill is definitely there to protect your base, and the freeze ray can also help, so use whichever one you want. Okay, so this is how you do it. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, write it in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.